What's going on? Welcome back to the Utep Dynasty. Today we're going to be taking on Louisiana Tech. And we also got two more matchups in this episode. Now we're going to be changing up our offense from an air raid to a multiple offensive look. We're going to be utilizing Alabama's playbook. Now the reason why we're doing this is because we have one of the worst offensive statistically in the country. We are 10 away from the bottom. That's not a good look at all. We do have a very good rushing attack. We got to utilize that. Hopefully this playbook will help us to do that and help us get the ball out of our quarterback's hands just a little bit more. So when it comes to recruiting, not much has changed. Now Brownlee and Carmen, we're going to keep on our big board because hopefully by changing our style up a little bit, our rushing numbers will be up there where these guys will feel that we can be the right program for them and for their skill set. All right. Hopefully that works out. We're going to take a last-ditch effort at McCracken. Hopefully we can start to persuade him to take us more seriously as his college football team of choice. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But we are back at home. We're going to be taking on Louisiana Tech. This team also runs the air raid, although we no longer run the air raid. But they have a different quarterback. They have a pocket passer. Our quarterbacks are dual threat and I want to say field generals. Is that even a thing in this game anymore? I'm not quite sure. All I do know is that they're not pocket passers per se, and I might want a pocket passer to lead my offense moving forward. But anyways, this is season one. There's going to be some bumps in the road, but we do get the football first. Jefferson going to take it upfield, and we're going to see what this Bulldog defense has to offer. Can it stop our rushing attack led by Wilson? So second down and 10, we're going to spread things out. We will go to the air until Nelson, the former 5-star recruit, decides to keep it, and he's going to pick up a gain of 10 and a first down. Second down and 5, back to the air, screen pass to Odom. All the speed in the world this kid possesses, and he's going to utilize that speed to pick up a nice gain after the little catch. Excuse me, wow. That run play is going to get us 4 yards there. Second down and 6 now. Going to go back to the ground, and we're going to find running room, and there goes Wilson. Hassan Wilson is gone. Touchdown UTEP, and the Miners strike first. And this kid, I'm telling you, he is just a match away from exploding. You feel me? Like he has all that potential inside him. We just got to bring it out of him. You feel me? So 7-0 is the score. They're going to run the ball. That's Fred Robertson. And he's going to get brought down after a pickup of 6 yards. Again, this Louisiana Tech offense, they run the air raid. I was thinking about utilizing their playbook as they run the ball here. And that's going to result in a first down. Smith with the stop. So on first and 10, they're going to go to the air. They're going to find Eli. And the junior is going to pick up the first down. Bullock's pass is a good one, and it's going to move those chains. Now they're going to drop this one off, and that's going to result in a gain of 9. So Bullock is looking good. Again, he's a true pocket passer. Lets this one fly deep, looking for Wilkinson, and that pass will fall incomplete. Shelton with the coverage. And now it's going to be third down and 1. They're going to run the ball. We knife in there. We get the hit, and then we finally do bring him down. Russell and Coker in there for the stop, and we take over up by 7. Play fake, looking downfield. There's a flag down as our quarterback is down, and it looks like it's going to be on the O-line. So illegal man downfield. It's going to be third down and 12. Taking a shot deep. Odom has a step, and he's going to hold it in. He gets caught from behind as he stumbles down, and that's going to be a chain mover. We find ourselves in Bulldogs territory. We're going to run the ball. Design quarterback keeper, and he coughs it up, and the Bulldogs defense is there for the recovery. So we tried to run the ball. He is a dual threat quarterback, right? But that play did not work out as the Bulldogs take over. They're going to throw this one to Robinson up the seam, get your running backs involved in the passing game. He picks up a first down. And on 3rd and 7, we're able to corral the ball carrier and bring him down. That was Jackson who made the catch, but he couldn't pick up the first down. Second down and 10, get the ball to Wilson. He's going to cut it up, and he's going to pick up a gain of 10 and another first down for the Miners. Up the gut. Wilson loose. Wilson, a gain of 12 in the first down, and we should just get a steady dose of this. First quarter, 88 yards rushing so far for Hassan Wilson. Now we throw him a screen pass, and he's going to go backwards. That Bulldogs defense is all over that play. Third down and 15. Nelson steps up, and he's going to get rocked from behind. That was Mackey with the sack. And that's going to bring our drive to an end in the first quarter to an end. Passing yards, 50 for us, 46 for them, 97 yards rushing for us as a team, 11 for them. That pass will be caught. That is Jay Wilkinson, the junior receiver, makes the catch, but there's no blocking on the next play. Taylor gets in there off of the edge, and sacks are not that easy for us to come by, but he came screaming, untouched, and delivers the boom to the backside of the quarterback. Second down, 17. Looking downfield under pressure again. The ball comes up out of there. They're able to scoop it, and the big man is rumbling. Gets brought down by Solo Barnes. So we got the sack, but it leads to a nice run on the little scoop play. And now they're going to run the ball with their quarterback, and Xavier Smith, the best safety in the conference, makes the play there. So 4th and inches. Looking downfield, Bullock's pass is going to be broken up by Smith. It was high. He was looking for his man, I believe it's tight end, Eli Finley. But that pass falls incomplete. Now we take back over. More running the football. There goes Wilson, breaking ankles and breaking hearts, and that's going to result in the first down as he goes up over 100 yards here in the first half. Nelson going to throw this one, and it's going to be incomplete. Looking for Brown, the freshman, trying to get him more involved as he does have impact development. Looking downfield, that pass overthrown, and I'm trying to get Cheeks more involved. He has 6'7" height, but he does not go for those high passes at all. Now they're going to get this one to Robertson. He breaks a tackle, and he gets up that sideline for a Louisiana Tech first down. 3rd down and 5. They're going to run the ball. North and south they go, and Booth is going to take this one up the gut for a first down. They fake the run, little RPO action, and that's going to result in a touchdown. Devin Gandy gets the catch, breaks a tackle, and finds the end zone to tie this thing up at 7-all. So we're going to run this thing with Wilson. Wilson going to try to get loose. He does get loose. Wilson going to get brought down shy of the first down, but he picks up 8. Now we're going to get the ball to Emery. And now Emery's like, don't forget about me. Let's get a little 2 running back attack going. Make it 3 running backs. We get the ball to Taylor, and Taylor finds some running room, and he's going to get stopped just shy of the first down. 2nd down and inches. Wilson gets the carry again. Good blocking. He's loose. And again, when we go untouched until the secondary, just cancel the holidays because it's going to be a bad day for the defense. Going to fire this one. That pass going to be caught by Cheeks. And Cash Cheeks is going to pick up a first down there. Move those chains for the transfer out of Northern Colorado. That pass will fall incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, we're going to set up the field goal team because that pass on 3rd and 5 was incomplete. So 4th and 5, we knock home the field goal. We're up by 3. Louisiana Tech, 38 seconds on the clock. 2nd down and 10. Bullock with time. Going to slide to the right and throws it into a tight window. Solo Barnes with tight coverage on Finley, but he's still able to make the catch. Looking downfield, Bullock all day in the pocket. Fires it. Caught. It was a jump ball, and Wilkerson's going to bring it in. Campbell with the coverage. 11 seconds ago, they throw it, and it's going to be caught by Wilkerson again. Going to get brought down by Russell. They burned their last time out. Now, they send the offense out there with 7 seconds. It has to go to the end zone or out of bounds, and they complete a pass for a gain of 3, and they run out of time. So, poor clock management there. A poor decision by the coach to even send your offense back out there when you're only down by 3. A field goal ties it up. But the story of the first half, Hassan Wilson, the senior running back, 128 yards plus a touchdown on just 12 carries. So Louisiana Tech, they get the football first. That pass going to be caught. They're going to be looking at 3rd down and 5. We send a blitz. They do a good job of picking it up, but we do get to the quarterback as he tries to let that football go, and it goes straight to the turf. That pass going to be caught by Cam Thomas, and his catch will give us a first down. Back to the ground. Going to give it to Wilson. Wilson cuts it up, but a good tackle there, and we only pick up 2 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 8. We're going to spread things out for receivers. Going to fire to the back out of the backfield. If it's a better ball, we run for a first down easily. But those high passes, those inaccurate passes, have been a theme this whole season. That pass going to be caught by Wilkerson, shy of the first down. 3rd down and 3. We put 7 guys in the box. We send a blitz. We force the quarterback off his spot. He throws a decent pass, though, but it's going to be dropped, and we take back over. So with 3:33 on the clock, we're going to run the ball here in the 3rd quarter as we give the ball to Wilson. He picks up another first down. Now he gets stopped in the lane, but he breaks a man's ankles. He went this way, that way, and around the defender and got close to the first down marker. So 4th and inch, we're going to run the ball. Emery gonna get past that red line by a whisker. 2nd down and 4. We throw it over the middle, caught by Brown. He gets wrestled to the ground. And that's going to take us to the 4th quarter of play. 3-point lead for us in a game that has been very defensive, to say the least. But hopefully we can rely on this rushing attack to milk the clock and get us out of here with a victory. As we throw the ball quickly, not trying to get sacked, but that pass falls incomplete. Even if he makes the catch, he's not getting a first down. But we do knock home a field goal, and now we find ourselves up by 6, but still just a 1-possession lead. They get the ball to Robertson. He's going to try to turn the corner, and Shelton is there for the takedown. So 3rd down, 5 yards ago. Got a 4-man front out there. Looking downfield, and Bullock going to let it fly. And he has Wilkerson deep, who brings it in and crosses the goal line for a Louisiana Tech touchdown. So for the first time today, the Bulldogs have the lead, and it comes in the 4th quarter. Screen pass, caught by Thomas, able to work his way upfield for 8. Now we run the ball with Wilson, takes on all challenges. Took about 3 Bulldogs to bring him down, but after he picks up a first down. Give it to Wilson again here. This might be the most carries he's had all season long at 20. Looking downfield, we throw it, and we overthrow Taylor, who was wide open. And on 4th and 2, we decide to punt this one away. 3rd down and 10. We have all these guys in the box gonna blitz. They pick it up and they find Wilkerson, who makes another catch and another first down. Bullock is up over 300 yards passing. They run the ball. Robertson. He gets around the outside, and that's gonna give them a first down. They're inside Utep territory. 2nd down and 2. He overthrows his man badly. He was looking for Finley. We send a delayed blitz. He steps up in the pocket, checks it deep downfield, and Russell gets a hand in there to knock that football loose. Now they are in field goal range, and the kick is on its way, and it will be good. Now, one thing I didn't change with the slider set is the field goal kicking still on default. That pass going to be caught by Wilson, and that's going to result in a gain of 8. Out of the gun, down by 4. Nelson going to take a shot deep. Odom has a step. Man-on-man coverage is no bueno. Verse number 6, and Kenny Odom takes it to the crib. And not only was a man-on-man coverage, it was press coverage. And if you don't get a hand on him, you don't jam him, you don't knock him off his route, he is going to blow past you, and that's exactly what he did. One of the fastest receiver in the country, maybe the fastest receiver in this conference. 1st down and 10. Bullock looking downfield and still looking all day in the pocket. Now he runs out of time, and Taylor gets in there for his 2nd sack. The Miners have 4 sacks total. 2nd down, 17 yards ago. They're going to go to the air. Bullock going to step up, and he fires it, and it's caught by Finley. But he's going to be shy of the first down. He picked up 16 and it's 17. They get the ball to Robertson on 3rd and 1, and he's loose. Takes this one all the way inside Utep territory to the 45. Now we're going to send a blitz, and Solo Barnes gets in there. His 5th tackle, his 1st sack of the game and of the season. So 3rd down and 14 now. Utep gonna drop 7 guys in the coverage. We send a delayed blitz. Nobody was open. We get a hit on the quarterback, and that pass falls incomplete. So on 4th down, they punt it away. We take over. Gonna give the ball to Wilson. Powers through contact, and he's gonna pick up around 5, 3rd and inches. They burn the timeout. We're gonna run the ball here, and we pick up a first down, and the Bulldogs will use another timeout. So they have 1 timeout left plus the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 7. Gonna run a screen pass caught by Odom. Stop just shy of the first down. So 3rd down and 1, 2 minutes on the clock. La Tech has no more timeouts, and we run the ball with Taylor, and he's going to put this game on ice. So our first game in Conference USA play is going to be a victory. Wilson 182 yards rushing on 23 attempts plus a touchdown. So far, wear and tear hasn't really been that much of an issue. We try to keep our guys as fresh as possible, but I think Wilson needs some icy hot after this one, to say the least. So a very, very good game on the ground for us. Passing was decent. Passing wasn't really great for us. 211, with a more focused attempt to run the ball, our passing numbers will go down. But 16 of 31 is actually one of the best completion percentages we've had since week 1. And obviously week 1, we were playing with this default Heisman. I might have adjusted the sliders just a little bit to give the CPU some advantage, but for the most part, it was this default Heisman. With these new sliders, a lot more realistic and have a lot more 50 completion games from quarterbacks that aren't really that great, or at least haven't proven to be that great. But our defense stole the show today. Outside of Wilson on offense, it was all about the defense getting timely stops, getting after the quarterback. I think this might be the most sacks we had in the season, and Taylor had 2.5 by himself. So a good look there. Now when it comes to our program standings, they're kind of the same. Haven't really gotten a huge bump, but we are moving up in a championship contender. I really wish that Texas loss didn't hurt us that much. The loss to Monroe, Louisiana Monroe, should hurt us a lot. Brand exposure is now an F, which sucks. But the one to Texas, I feel like shouldn't have hurt us, even though we did get spanked. That's just how I feel. Who expected us to really win that game with this cast of characters? But hey, it is what it is. So we are winning some of these battles as of right now. No traditional battles, no actual recruiting battles, but just for the sake of argument, we're winning the battles that we are in for some of these players. But we're still waiting on our first person to sign on the dotted line. DeMarco, he's looking at New Mexico. Yeah. He came to the Louisiana Monroe game. Again, it would have been a minimal impact in a positive way if we would have won that game as far as his recruiting is concerned. We lost it, and it was a huge dip. Now, with Honeycutt, I'm going to try to have the ideal pitch, but you can see academic prestige is a D-, coach prestige is a C-. So obviously, we can work on the coach prestige. I'm not sure we can ever get the academics to move, being that UTEP. So we're going to send that sway his way, and hopefully it does something. I'm not going to hold my breath. I think Honeycutt might be a long shot. We will upgrade our blocking a little bit more before we do anybody else, because again, if we can get our O-line right with the pass blocking and run blocking, we should be okay. McCracken, he is going to go to his hometown. He's from San Antonio. He's going to go to UTSA. So that sucks for us, but he signed. He's a college football player. Congratulations. Green is their top player at 85 overall. And then they got Carter at the Mike linebacker spot, Gray at halfback. Those are the top 3 players. And then their quarterback, Ethan Vasco. He's decent. He's not great, but he's decent at 79 overall. He's true 76, but he's been playing good this season, so they're up there. Western Kentucky is the #1 team in Conference USA, followed by Liberty, New Mexico State, and then UTEP. So there you go. We are a top 4 team in conference. What does that mean? Maybe absolutely nothing, but we are back at home. It's going to be us rocking the orange jerseys, white helmets, white pants as we try to get another home win versus a team that hasn't lost today or at all this season. Liberty is 5-0. We're going to run the ball. Wilson again gets the carry. He looks pretty fresh to me. 3rd down and 2. Not the best protection. We get smacked before he could really let that pass go, and we give the ball to Liberty after going 3 and out. They're going to run the ball. That's Julian Gray. Going to pick up 8, give it back to Julian Gray. Takes a bunch to bring him down, but we do bring him down shy of the 1st down. 3rd down and 2. We got 3 down linemen and an outside edge rusher, and he's able to reach the ball out, and they're going to say he got a 1st down. I'm going to challenge it because I want to say that maybe the line is just a little bit off, because to me, from my vantage point, it looked like he was short even though he did stretch the ball out, but they're going to say that that's good. It's going to be a 1st down. So they're going to run the option now. Vasco going to get loose, and we will bring him down just shy of the 1st down, gain of 9. They run the ball with #1 to get 1 yard, and he's going to do just that. Wilson with the takedown. They give it to Gray again. Couple of pancake blocks out there, and he's able to follow the big fellas for a 1st down. 2nd down and 5 to give it to Williams. The backup running back meets Wilson. Wilson is an animal out there at the linebacker spot. 3rd down and 5. They run the ball again, and they will pick up the 1st down by the hairs of their chinny chin chin. Another run play, and this time the Miners defense has seen enough. Campbell with the stop. That's good. 3rd down and 11. We get some pressure. That pass goes sailing out of bounds as he's able to throw it away. They got to settle for a field goal that's just barely inside the upright. So 3-0 is the score. Liberty on top. Nelson back on the field, trying to make something happen. Going to tuck it and run it. Going to get down as he picks up 7. Going to go back to the air. 2nd down and 3. Going to throw a little screen pass to Wilson, and we're going backwards. So 2 straight pass plays, and we're going backwards. 3rd down and 6, and that's not going to work out. So 3 straight pass plays, and we need to run the ball. I think that's pretty apparent. We need to run the ball as Vasco is loose, breaking ankles and breaking hearts out there for a 1st down. They go with the backup running back again. Williams gets the carry, breaks a tackle, falls forward inside the 10. 2nd down and goal. Gray gets the carry. Gray brought down inside the 5 at the 1-yard line. Can they punch it in? No. Great play by this defense. It was a read option. We got to the running back, into the quarterback simultaneously. And yet again, Liberty has to settle for a field goal. So the Flames find themselves up 6-0. The Miners are down, but we got the ball into our best player's hands. And Wilson going to pick up a 1st down there. That's big as he tries to fire up this crowd as we head to the 2nd quarter of play, down by 6. 2 carries in that 1st quarter. By this time last game, he already had like 6 or 7 carries. Now we're going to run the ball, and there goes our man. We're going to pass it. It's a little screen pass to Odom. It's like a run play. He's going to pick up a 1st down. Going to run a screen pass. Wilson's loose. Wilson's going to turn it upfield and pick up a 1st down as we take it to the 30-yard line in Liberty territory. Now we give the ball to Emery, and Ashton Emery gets brought down just shy of the 20. Give it to Wilson. Wilson turns the corner, breaks a man down, and picks up another 1st down. So we can run the ball, and we need to stick with it. Emery going to try to hit that corner, and he's going to lose 3 yards. So that stretch play didn't work on this play. 3rd down and 12, going to the end zone. We overthrow our man badly, but we are in field goal range. Can we knock it home? The kick is up, and the kick will be good. So we find ourselves on the scoreboard finally. 6-3 is the score, as Liberty's going to take it up out of their own end zone and not even get past the 20-yard line. So out of the gun, they're going to run the triple option, and Ezzini gets in there for the takedown. He's one of our better linebackers. Him and Wilson, a great duo. All 3 of our starting linebackers are pretty darn good. That pass going to be caught, and we finally bring down the receiver after he picks up a 1st down. Now they run the ball, and they find more running room. They're just able to do what they want to do offensively, except for scoring touchdowns, but they're back in our territory with another big run as they work their way up to the 42-yard line. 2nd down and 6. They run the ball. And Russell going to stop the running back before he can pick up a 1st down. 3rd down and 3, and the Miners' defense is all over that play. We get the TFL. Russell was the first guy in there. They got to settle for another field goal. Kick is up. Kick is good. And now the score is 9-3. So a field goal fest here in El Paso, Texas. Now we're going to get a good kick return as we take this one up past the 20 to the 25-yard line. Play fake. Nelson dropping back. Nelson gets hit. The ball is loose, but we do jump on top of the fumble. So now it's going to be 2nd down and 20. Nelson looking downfield, heaves it deep, looking for Thomas, who brings it in. 1st down as we flip field position as we find ourselves in Liberty territory. 3rd down and 8. Nelson going to take a shot deep to the end zone, looking for Odom. That pass falls incomplete. On 4th and 8, we're going to go for it from the 43-yard line. Nelson, under some pressure, rolls left. All the receivers go to the right, and that was a disaster. And the Flames will take over up by 6. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd down and 8. Quick strike, and that's going to be hauled in for a gain of 7. So now it's going to be 3rd down and inches. They're going to run the ball, and he is not going to get it. Wilson with the stop there. And we're going to call a timeout. So we have 1 timeout left. Minute 15 on the clock. We throw it quickly. It's caught by Thomas, and that's going to be a chain mover. 2nd down and 10. Another quick pass. And again, it's going to be hauled in. And we're looking at 3rd down and 5. Nelson steps up, fires to the right side. Caught by Thomas. I believe that's a 3rd straight time. And that's a Utep 1st down. Now we have no more timeouts. 59 seconds on the clock. Nelson fires it. Caught by Odom. 2 Flames defenders bring him down after a gain of 7. We go back to him here, and Odom makes the catch, takes a big hit as we're now in Flames territory. Thomas, another catch right up that seam and another first down. 21 seconds on the clock again. No more timeouts. We take a shot to the back of the end zone. To Odom brings it in. Touchdown, Utep. The first touchdown of the football game comes at the last play of the first half, basically. Liberty hasn't scored a touchdown, and now we put up the first touchdown, and that's going to give us a 1-point lead. So 10-9 is the score. The passing on that last drive was absolutely phenomenal. Now, we know we can run the ball, though we only have 35 yards rushing. If we can keep the lead and start to run the ball a little bit better, we can take the air out of the football and stop Liberty from coming back. They're going to run the ball, though, and Wilson going to get the stop. Good play by our special teams as well. They barely got past the 10-yard line. So 3rd down and 11, that pass was thrown at the feet of the receiver, and we're going to take over. So Odom on the punt return gets us up past the 50-yard line. I'm going to give that thing to Wilson. Wilson going to cut it up. He's going to get brought down, but after he picks up 8, give it to Wilson again here. And he's going to pick up a gain of 3 in the first down. Wilson still the tailback, going to get the carry here again, and he's loose. Running room, breaks a man's ankle, delivers a stiff arm, and he's going to cross the goal line. And that's exactly what we wanted to see to start the second half. Our rushing attack starting to dominate. Jones with the tackle right there, and that's going to save a first down. He is a box specialist. He's another senior safety out there, and with our 3-3-5 look, he comes in handy to say the least. There goes Nelson, going to tuck it and run it, slides down. And we find ourselves back in Liberty territory. Seems like we can do no wrong so far this second half. That pass going to be caught by Cheeks, and he has a first down. Move those chains. 1st and 10. Underneath. That one's going to be hauled in, and that's going to be Davis, another freshman receiver making the catch. So 2nd down and 1. We're going to hand this one off to Wilson. Wilson with some good blocking and some determined running has us up to the 15-yard line. Give it to Wilson again. He's going to get this one inside the 5, 1st and goal. Now it's 2nd down and goal, and Wilson has another touchdown on the board. After a quiet first half, he has exploded here in the 3rd quarter, 24-9. Liberty's still looking for their first touchdown. They're not going to get it here. Tackled in the backfield, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 9. They're going to run the ball, and that was a surprising play call, and it really didn't work at all. That's a head-scratcher to say the least. Texas, we know about them. They're 2nd right now in the top 25 rankings. Again, they beat us 66-0. We had a chance to score a field goal, but I wasn't about to go out like that. We tried for a touchdown, and we failed. Start the 4th quarter off with a pick. We throw it up. It gets picked off. Nelson and Wilson combine on the takedown, and Liberty has this one inside our red zone. That was Christian Bodner with the interception. And now it's going to be 3rd and goal as we get the stop on Gary. And on 3rd and goal, they're going to run the ball again. And Gary's going to get stopped at the goal line. Will they go for it? No. They're going to send out the field goal team. And I think at the 1-yard line, you have to go for it here. Like, you really have to go for it, because that field goal makes it a 12-point lead, so you're still down by 2 scores. At least 2 touchdowns, basically. So we're going to run the ball there. We're going to pick up another first down, move those chains. We're going to try to work this clock just a little bit. Going to run the ball with Wilson again, and Wilson going to get brought down just shy of the first down with a pickup of 8. Now we get the ball to Emery, and Emery's going to get loose. This O-line is doing a beautiful job. This opening up the lanes. 3rd down and 7. Wilson's the tailback. We're going to run the ball. No, we're going to go to the air. And we're going to convert the 3rd down with a beautiful pass to Odom. Now jet sweep. Thomas going to follow Wilson. Got a big block there. Cuts it up. Breaks a man's ankles. And Bodner's going to get in there for the stop. But after we pick up a first down, and now we run the ball with Taylor. He's going to get us inside the 5, 1st and goal. Emery's going to cross the goal line. And this one might be over. 31-12 is now the score. They're going to fire this one. That pass will be caught, and that will give them a first down. Now 4th and 6. That one's going to be caught as well, and that will give them a first down. So they should just wait till 4th down because they're guaranteed to pick it up. That pass caught. Shy of the first down, and the ball is loose. A big hit, and the ball comes out in solo. Barnes is there for the recovery. So Utep, I think you can celebrate a victory here. 31-12 is the score. We're going to run the ball with Taylor. and they're not going to burn a timeout, so they're able to take the time down just a little bit. Now, they were able to get the ball back and drive downfield. Inside the 10, they throw it. Gray makes the catch, but he's unable to get into the end zone. 3 seconds on the clock. Last chance to do something. And Vasco throws it, and it's caught, and that will be a touchdown for Liberty. Something nice to pad the stats with, to write home to mama that you scored a touchdown in your last football game. But 31-19 is the final. 119 yards rushing for Wilson. Another 20-plus carry day for him. So again, I'm starting to get worried about wear and tear. I wasn't really worried about in-game wear and tear, but throughout the season, I'm more concerned about that wear and tear, and hopefully that won't be too much of a thing moving forward, because now we're in the thick of Conference USA play. Nelson, 19 of 31 again for 61% completion percentage, 1 touchdown, and threw for 188 yards. Wilson, 20 carries for $119 and a touchdown. Emery also got into the end zone. Taylor, 5 carries for 18 yards, averaging 3.6 yards a carry for him. Thomas, 8 receptions for 93 yards. Odom, he found the end zone, as he seems to do almost every single game. He got 59 yards on 3 receptions today. O-line did a very, very good job. They were still able to get some pressure, but we only gave up 1 sack. Wilson, he had a grand total of 13 tackles, but Smith had the most with 14. Wilson did have the most TFLs with 6. Russell, safety. He's a safety, and he had 4 TFLs. Again, we play with 3 safeties out there with our 3-3-5 look. Basically 3 safeties and 2 cornerbacks. Forced fumble. Izini coming through. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I could be 100% wrong, but he will get a fumble forced for his stat line today. So now we have a decision. We have 16 points to work with, and I think it's time to start upgrading our running backs. You have to boost up run blocking first. That kind of sucks, but that's all right. Now we're going to boost trucking and break tackle. But our man Wilson, he's starting to feel the effects of his workload increasing. So it's moderate kind of right now, but it could get worse moving forward. And then Ty Zambrano, first recruit. He's a 3-star receiver. He is going to sign. He is a gadget archetype. He's going to sign on that line. I want to get Westbrook. I want to try to recruit him. We're not in his top anything, but, you know, he doesn't have a top 8 as of right now. So he's a pocket passer. That intrigues me more. After dealing with Nelson and some of the quarterbacks on the roster, I think pocket passer might be the archetype that we want to mess with here. Anyways, we're going to be taking on Sam Houston. They are a 1.5-star program just like us. They have not won a single game at all this season, but they will be the home team, and they have a handful of 80 overall guys on their team. But we should be the favorites, and we should be able to handle business. We are perfect in Conference USA play, but the last time these two teams met, Sam Houston got the job done in a 41-21 win last year. So we're going to see what we can do. They're going to run the ball, and they're going to run the ball well. Liberty, they were consistent with running the ball, but they did not have a run like that all game long. First carry goes for 21 yards for Shane Porter. Now they fire it to the left side, and that pass is going to be hauled in. And that's going to be a decent gain. 2nd down and 4. They give it to Porter again, and that's a first down. And now they're going to fake it to Porter. Watson's going to keep it, and he gets loose. And he takes on 2 UTEP defenders for a first down. 3rd down and 2. Watson throws it. It's going to be caught. The high pass was caught, and then he reaches behind him to make sure he picks up the first down in midair. Now Watson gets loose. We had a clear shot at the quarterback, and we are unable to get him on the ground. So Watson scores. Backfield brilliance. Our man Wilson, last week, 119 yards. I believe he had, 162 the week before that. He was absolutely balling these past 2 weeks. Can we keep it up? First pass play is complete for a gain of 9. Give it to Watson here. He does not feel as explosive as he did the start of last game. That pass will be caught by Odom, who is very explosive, and he's going to pick up a first down there. 2nd down and 5. Taylor gets the carry, and Taylor's going to find some running room, and he feels a little bit more explosive than Wilson, but we're going to keep on feeding Wilson, hoping that he can just keep it together as he runs the ball here, and he can do that. He can make a couple of guys miss per carry. Big block, but a bunch of traffic in our way, and we're going to get brought down for a 5-yard loss in the backfield. So 3rd down and 15. Nelson going to chuck this one deep, looking for the freshman Brown, who hauls it in. Touchdown there, and just like that, we have tied this thing up at 7 apiece. So it's always nice when you can get your freshmen involved, especially a freshman like that has a decent development trait. His impact trait should help him develop just a little bit faster. Harold with the stop. He's in because Russell is hurt. He got hurt last week towards the end of the game with a sprained MCL. So Harold gets the stop there. Sam Houston picks up a first down, and now Michael Phoenix is gone. Touchdown for Michael Phoenix the second. He was the guy that had that big catch as he reached behind him in midair. He's a freakish athlete. And now we take over down by 7. We throw a pass into traffic. Now it's 3rd down and 12. Nelson rifles it deep. Caught. Odom. Wave bye-bye. Say goodnight. You're not going to catch him. Touchdown Miners. So we chuck it deep, and the shootout is on. 4:26 still to go here in the first quarter. Sam Houston runs a hurry-up offense. So there's going to be a lot of plays, and this could turn into just a gunslinger type of an afternoon, or type of a night, I should say. 2nd down and 1. Screen pass. Right side, and we get a big hit on Black. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Watson, left side, throwing it. That pass will be hauled in, and that's going to be a first down. So it's 1st and 10 for Sam Houston as they creep up to midfield. They're going to give this one to Porter. Porter going to turn the corner, and Porter has some space. Big stiff arm, and a first down for their running back. 3rd down and 6. Sam Houston going to go to the air, taking a shot deep in tight coverage. Shelton makes the play in the end zone, and now they got to set up for 3. The kick is up, and the kick is right through. And Sam Houston is back up by 3. So 17-14 is now the score. Emery is the tailback. Going to give it to him here. And he's able to pick up a gain of 4. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. 50 seconds go here in the first quarter. We give the ball to Wilson, taking all kinds of hits. But he does pick up a first down. Now we give the ball to Emery. And Emery gets loose. Emery looking to hit a home run. And he will not be denied. Touchdown. Got shot out of a cannon as he takes it to the crib. It was just north and south, good blocking, perfect timing, and when he hit that crease, I mean, it was turn off the lights and say goodnight. Emery gonna take it to the crib to end the first quarter of play, and again, it has been a shootout. Both quarterbacks up over 70% completion. Watson 85, that's absolutely crazy. Watson looking downfield, and Gustafson gets in there for the sack. And now it's 3rd down and 5. They're going to run the ball, and that ain't going to work. So we force a 3 and out, get up off the field. We take over in Sam Houston territory, but now we go backwards as we get sacked. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 11. Fryer with the stop. That pass going to be caught, though, by Cash Cheeks. Cardwell Cash Cheeks makes the catch, and that's going to result in a first down. Now we go underneath, caught by Thomas. And Thomas, he's going to have a first down. 2nd down and 5 now. Emery's to the right side. We throw it back to the left from Brown, using that big frame to make the catch. And that's going to result in a first down move, though. Changed. 3rd down and 7. Nelson steps up, throws it underneath quickly. Now it's probably a little bit premature. Should have let things develop. But again, not trying to take too many sacks. Although Nelson might not be my favorite quarterback, he's the best one on the roster and gives us the best chance of winning right now. Not trying to get him hurt. Big hit right there. Shuffelt with the stop. And now it's going to be 2nd down and 13. They throw it to the left side. Trying to catch him in solo Barnes, and he's not going to do it. Avion Smith-Mack is going to take it to the crib. And just like that, they're back on the scoreboard. And it's 24-24. Caught in man coverage as you dialed up a blitz and were not able to catch the Mac. So 2nd down and 10. Nelson, he gets hit, and Nelson, he's going to go down. That's their 2nd sack today. Broyles gets his first of the game. 3rd down and 13. Nelson looking deep, looking for Brown. Tight coverage, and that pass will be broken up. So play fake. Watson, he's going to tuck it and run it. And on 2nd down and 2, he slides down with a first down in his back pocket. Watson throws it. That one's going to be caught, but shy of the first down. But they are in field goal range. Kick is up, and the kick will be good. And now they're up by 3. So 24-27 is now the score. Going to fire this one. That one's going to be caught by Cheeks. That's going to be a decent gain. Sets up 3rd down and 4. Nelson looking, throwing it, and it's going to be caught. And Brown makes another catch, and that will be another 1st down. Nelson over the middle, overthrows his man on 3rd and 4. He had Thomas wide open. Thomas only goes 5'7", but you got to get that football down where he can make a play. So there goes Phoenix. Makes the catch, wrestled out of bounds, 1st down, Sam Houston. Now Porter gets the carry, and he's going to take it north and south, and that's going to be another chain mover. They're going to run a little screen pass. When we shut that thing down beautifully, they call a timeout. They have 2 left. Sam Houston dials up a deep pass play. Phoenix hauls it in. Jones with the coverage. Again, he's a box specialist, so coverage is not his forte. Gets beat there on the jump ball, and then Watson breaks a tackle and finds the end zone. So Sam Houston, 34-24 to end the first half of play. Their passing game got better. Ours kind of stuttered there in the 2nd quarter. Remember, we had like 132 yards going into the 2nd quarter, and we finished with just 188, but we did have some nice runs on the ground. So we get a good kick return there, and we need to score on this drive because Sam Houston is hotter than hot. We're going to run the ball here. Wilson going to get the carry. Wilson going to turn the corner. 40, 50, all the way to the Sam Houston 38-yard line. He is just a big play waiting to happen. 3rd down and 9. Nelson going to tuck it and run it. Has the 1st down and then some as he slides down inside the 20. Now it's 3rd down and 10. They send a blitz. We pick it up. We're going to get the ball to Wilson out of the backfield. Makes a man miss, and he's going to pick up a 1st down. 1st and goal. Wilson gets the carry here, and Wilson will find the end zone. Touchdown, Miners. And that is exactly the drive that we were hoping for, and our offense delivered. So a 3-point lead now for Sam Houston, and that pass will be caught. The Bearcats going to go with the ground game, and we're able to get to the running back after a gain of 5. So 3rd down, 3 yards to go. Watson with the football. Watson going to keep it, and he's going to get brought down after he picks up a 1st down. So after a couple of plays, it's 3rd down and 7. They run the ball, and we stop Porter. Wilson with the takedown, and now we get the ball to Emery, and Emery with the solid carry as he picks up 12 yards. 1st and 10. Give it to Emery again. Just able to weave through traffic, and all of our running backs are the exact same. I believe East-West playmaker is the archetype, and they truly are that. And now Wilson, although he picks up the 1st down, lets you know about it, he's going to have to leave with the injury. That pass caught by Emery. Emery's going to get upfield with a 1st down, and the shootout continues. 3rd down and 10. Nelson looking, takes a shot deep, and now this guy realizes I can't do that. He goes 6'7". Cheeks, number 17, our tight end, goes 6'7", but he's just not going to go for those high passes. That's just not in his game right now. Height-wise, it should be, but it's just not in this game. They're going to throw this one over the middle. It's going to be caught by Humphries. 50, 40, chased down from behind by Campbell, and that's a big play there. Watson throws it, has a man wide open, and that's going to be caught, and we're able to stop him before he picks up a 1st down. That's Thomas Jewett with the play. And then on 3rd down, we get to the quarterback, forces a bad pass. They got to settle for 3. Kick is up, kick is good. So there's still around 4 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter as it's 37-34. Quick pass on 2nd down and 7. Cam Thomas makes the catch, and that's going to result in the 1st down. Nelson over the middle, going to find Odom. He works his way upfield, and Kenny Odom another big play and another 1st down. 2nd down and 7. Quick pass, going to be caught by Thomas. I feel like he catches everything. If his hands get on the football, he's going to bring that thing in. We pick up 5 yards there. Emery's up over 100 yards. We're going to give it to him here on 3rd and 5, and I was hoping to get at least close to try to go for it on 4th down, but instead it backfires, and then our kick is going to be just short. So we did not get enough power on that field goal, and Sam Houston's going to still be up by 3. So it is a 37-34 contest in this rivalry game as we head to the 4th quarter, and they're going to take over. And their offense has barely been stopped all game long. 3rd down and 10. Can we stop them here? We're going to take a shot deep. Caleb Black makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Sam Houston. And we are down by 10 points here in the 4th quarter. We're going to keep it on the ground. Emery going to run this one, and he's going to pick up a gain of 9. Going to give it back to Emery on 3rd and 1. Picks up the 1st down there. And that's going to be a nice run. 2nd down and 11. Going to set up a screen pass. Taylor gets the carry, or the catch, I should say. Breaks the tackle, and he's going to have a 1st down. 1st down and 10. Screen pass to the left side. That's going to be caught by Campbell, and Campbell's going to work his way upfield. So we got a bunch of backups on the field now. Looking downfield is Nelson. Nelson going to tuck it and run it, and he will pick up a 1st down. We have 89 at running back. He is a true running back. That's Barnes, our 4th-string running back. Picks up a decent gain there. 3rd down and 1. I guess I didn't learn my lesson by running the ball on that other 3rd down play because we don't pick it up. And then the field goal is blocked. We do recover it, but on 4th down, it doesn't matter. So we missed one earlier. We get one blocked here. And now a blown coverage as we send 7 on the pass rush, 4 in coverage. They sent 5 out there. And number 4, Michael Phoenix, the 2nd, is going to cross the goal line with another touchdown. And now we're down by 17. That pass going to be picked off. And when it rains, it pours. That pass intercepted by Cecil Powell. And it's going to be 3rd down and 6. They throw it. It's caught. Good tackle. But they're clearly in field goal range. Kick is up. Kick is good. So less than 4 minutes to go here in the ball game. We find ourselves down by 20. Nelson steps up. Fires it quickly. That pass caught by Thomas. Turns up. And he's going to pick up a 1st down. 2nd down and 3 now. Nelson steps up. Fires it. That pass caught. And Brown's going to get loose. Gets forced out of bounds. And now we're looking at 3rd down and goal, and we cross the goal line there. So a quick drive, and that's a good thing. But we would decide to kick the ball deep, hoping that even though all game long we barely stopped this team, that this drive would be the drive that we stop them, and then they pull that out their hat. A shovel pass to the tight end, and it works for a 1st down. So 54-41 is now the score. 3rd down and 12. We have 1 timeout left, and we're going to use it here. So no more timeouts. We're down by 13. Hopefully we can score quickly and then go for the onside kick and get it. That pass is caught, and that's going to be a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st and 10. Nelson's going to keep it, slides down, has another 1st down, as now we find ourselves in Sam Houston territory. That pass going to be broken up, and on 4th down, we don't convert. Bailey with the stop as he bats that one away, and Sam Houston gets their 1st win of the season. Now, I ain't trying to lose no rivalry games, but when their quarterback completes 88% of his passes for 529 yards and 6 touchdowns, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? And we had a backup safety out there, and yeah, it was just rough without Russell in our secondary. They let it up. More power to them. I've tried blitzing, I've tried playing coverage. It seemed like no matter what we did on defense, it just did not work. And although Nelson played decently, completing 54% of his passes, and Wilson 13 carries for 86 yards, is still a good clip. Emery 16 for $130. I felt like we couldn't rely on Wilson as much as crazy as that sounds. But this was a shootout. Like, this wasn't your typical football game. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was true Big 12 action. Just spread things out, throw the ball all over the field. But we tried to stick with the ground game. Those missed field goals obviously hurt us. But we were just unable to stop their offense, and that's not usually what happens with this defense. Our defense is very, very good. Izini, 19 tackles for him. That's crazy. Stratton, Schufel, he had 7 TFLs. We did get a sack from Gustafsson. But yeah, it was just a rough day. It was just a rough day defensively for us. Championship contender goes back down to D+, D- for our brand exposure. Conference prestige is going to change. Now, speaking of conference, Utep is going to be going to the Mountain West next season. I did not know that. I might do that here. I haven't decided just yet, but if I do change, the goal will still be to go to the Big 12 one day, but we will be going to the Mountain West as a pit stop, if you will. Anyways, that's going to do it next week. Kennesaw State. Hope to see y'all there. I do hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. Too many again, my friends. Peace, love. Hot sauce.